I rather object to Damien Hines, who is my friend and who I like.
Yes.
I object to this thing of public school swagger. I really don't think that is. I don't think that's true. I don't know what they mean by public school swagger. When I went from, unfortunately, I didn't go to university. I went straight from. I wanted to be a soldier.
Yes.
I went straight from Eton to the army. And I can tell you, whatever swagger I may have had was kicked out of me in quick time. Within the first 3 weeks I was in the army.
Well, yeah, not quite as robustly as it would have been kicked out of you if you'd gone in as a squaddie instead of going to Sandhurst, Sir Nicholas.
Well, no, everyone has the stuffing kicked out of them when you join the army.
Different types of stuffing.
They're trying to inculcate a discipline and a series of values.
But you were being inculcated. You were being inculcated with what you needed to become a member of the officer class. So it's going to be a very different inculcation from what it would have been for the rank and file.
Well,
that's the point, isn't it? Well, I'm not going to argue with you about the army. I'll argue with you about most other things.
Okay, but everyone goes through the same basic training.
Yes.
Regardless. But what I'm just trying to make the point to you is that I think, I really do wish that, and I acknowledge that I had incredible life chances, and I'm extremely grateful.
Yes.
Very fortunate. Don't think I don't know it. And I do wish that we were I wish that governments were able to, at the drop of a light switch, improve the opportunities that stem from other schooling.
Mm.
And actually, it's about excellence. It's about leadership at the top of schools. Now, I'm in my constituency today in Mid-Sussex. I'm going to visit a town called East Grinstead in a second, which has a school which has just received the most fantastic inspection, Ofsted inspection, which just highlights, leadership, opportunity, all the things that these young men and women are getting at this school. And I don't see why that shouldn't be the same at every school in the land. I really don't.
Well,
and I don't like it that it isn't.
I'm going to ambush you slightly here, and I'm going to speculate that you wouldn't send your own children there.
Well, you felled my middle stump. I sent my children to public schools.
Yes.
That is true. But I would be, I'm trying not to personalise the conversation.
Of course.
But to make the point that, I think that to generalise with this thing about public school swagger.
Public school swagger is very unhelpful. We're in full agreement on that, and I'm going to take your phrase, actually, and move forward with it, because what we are talking about is life chances, and you, like me, acknowledge that the life chances, and I mean, with the greatest of respect, you're... In the annals of privilege by birth, you knocked me into a cocked hat, but we both acknowledge that life chances were something that they were bought for us by dint of the schools that we went to.
I acknowledge that.
Yes, I know
acknowledge that. And my particular thing is that I really passionately believe that the kind of excellence in education is attainable.
Yes.
Through leadership, through quality of teaching, and through aspiration. And I see here in the schools in my constituency some, parents who really get into these schools and really, are driving the excellence forward in these schools, which have brilliant teachers.
It's doable. It's doable. That's the thing. That's the message.
It is doable, and it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable that we don't do it better and don't do it more.
And the phrase public school swagger, although it may be built on the best of intentions, is a profoundly unhelpful way of describing what we're discussing.
I think it's a really unhelpful thing to say, and I shall tell Damien when I next see him, because I just don't think it means anything. I know a lot of fellas got absolutely no bloody swagger at all, and you stand up and take their hands out of their pockets. I mean, I really do think it's unhelpful. What matters is the quality and the aspiration, and I think really the determination of these schools to tell these young that the world is their oyster. Really, it is.
That's
their
it, isn't
oyster.
it? That's exactly it. And there, yes,
and I don't think there's enough of that. And that, I think, is what you get at the public school.